The sexiest mainstream movie.
Sexiest mainstream movie I have ever seen.
I don't know.
The sexiest mainstream movie.
Oof.
Basic Instinct.
Anything with Mark Wahlberg?
I don't know, I just watch porn.
Expandable. I love all those men. You see all of them are rugged and they get dirty and they just like play with their gun. Bang, 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 bang. Oh my God, I just get wet every time. Like half of the time, I don't understand what the hell Sylvester Stallone is saying. Like I need the freaking subtitle. But I said, I don't even care anymore.
Eyes Wide Shut, I think.
As much as I disliked the movie itself, I have genuinely masturbated many times to the Eyes Wide Shut orgy party.
Cruel Intentions is a good one.
I'm gonna have to go with Cruel Intentions. It's gotta be Cruel Intentions.
And what makes it sexy?
Coked up incest.
I don't really like sexy movies. I like murder. Okay, well, one of my favorite movies is The Boondock Saints. I'm going to consider it partly sexy in that the twins in that are really hot.
Bronson. Oh my God, Tom Hardy and Bronson is so fucking hot, especially when he like lubes himself up in his cell when they're coming in, like the prison guards are coming in to take him down and he's just all soapy. Fucking hot.
Most movies I watch are just gory, but to me that might be like sexy and just hot and steamy because it turns me on.
Dracula, the old one with Keanu Reeves in it.
Dracula is the sexiest mainstream movie I've ever seen. I like the Bram Stoker's Dracula, like where they have the pit with the female vampires and have the guy like go into it, and I don't know, it was very sensual the way it was shot.
I just watched Blue is the Warmest Color a couple days ago. That was pretty sexy. Back when I was younger, it's not that great of a movie, but Queen of the Damned was really fucking sexy to me. The bathtub scene, the guy, he was all like pale and rock star, and then Aaliyah comes in all like, yeah.
Interview with a Vampire and the Company of Wolves, both by Neil Jordan. I think they're sexy because of their otherworldly theme, and the same thing with Only Lovers Left Alive, because vampires are sexy. Vampires and werewolves are fucking sexy, and not the shitty fucking Twilight ones.
Warrior, I don't know if you've seen it, but it's probably, that's the winner, actually. It's amazing.
I really enjoyed Enter the Void by Gaspar Noé. A lot of takes with explicit sex that are probably one of the best representations of a sexual interaction that I have ever seen on the screen.
Secretary, James Spader and Maggie Gyllenhaal. It's about this woman who's really timid, and she it's like a better 50 Shades of Grey for people who are above junior high education level.
There was a movie with Michael Manson. He was playing like a hitman, and he took hostage this nerdy guy and his wife, and I think one of the Baldwins were in it. The husband was tied up in the bathroom, and like the wife ends up giving in and kind of like fucking him, and I remember that being like fucked up but like hot, because she was like kind of teasing him, and the way like he was all like in the corner like basically being cuckold. Like I thought that was like kind of sexy in a way.
There is this movie called Better Than Chocolate, and like every lesbian in the whole world has seen it, but like it's real hot.
The one where the girl, she's like outside and it's like raining and they like can't be together, and then like finally they're like able to be together at the end.
I think it's 6.5 weeks or another 6.5 weeks. I have to rent that movie again.
The Notebook, but literally it is my favorite movie. I've watched it like 7 times.
It's French, but the English title is The Beautiful Person. Just really gorgeous. You see boobs in it.
That movie Closer. It's basically just about like two couples who are kind of cheating on each other with each other. But like Natalie Portman's in it, and she plays like a really hot stripper.
I would go with Story of O. It's a very old movie, probably like in the 70s or 60s, I don't know. But anyways, it was on kink. So like basically the boyfriend or the lover of this woman, it's based on a book, like a French book. And he takes her to this house and he says, you have to do whatever they say. And becomes where she actually gets trained for bondage to be submissive for her lover and her lover's friend. So she actually gets shared with other people. And then it's a house full of these beautiful women and they're naked and some fetishy stuff goes on. And that to me was probably the hottest movie I've seen. It's not even hardcore. It's just the whole concept of it is sexy.
I don't necessarily love the movie because I don't like the idea of it, but the movie Unfaithful, because I remember this part where like the wife is like meeting up with the dude that she's like cheating on her husband with, and they like fuck in the stairwell, and it's super hot because it was like she was leaving and he grabs her. I don't know, that was the first movie I thought it was Unfaithful because there's a lot of really hot sex scenes in that movie that are just naughty.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall is completely sexy just because you see, I don't know, you see a lot of like fucking and you see a lot of like, I don't know, like playing hard to get and just like the tease everywhere like between like Sarah and her ex-boyfriend. I don't know. To me, I was turned on the whole movie.
Even though it's the fucked up story, I really love Black Snake Moan.
Poison Ivy with Drew Barrymore. It's kind of an older movie. Going into puberty, watching that movie, like I was really young, and I don't know if you've seen it, but she gets pretty naughty.
Underworld?
Star Wars episodes 4, 5, and 6 because Darth Vader is fucking sexy.
The sex scene from Desperado with Selma Hayek and Antonio Banderas. It's pretty good. Something about a backlit spur being dragged across her stunt butt. It's just...
Okay, you're gonna laugh at what just popped into my head. I love Trey Parker and Matt Stone. I love in the movie Basketball, at the end of the movie, there's this part where they make out with each other, and I swear to God, I cream my panties every time. I love it.
Wild Things. When Nev Campbell and Denise Richards, I actually jerked off to it in the theater. I don't know if I can self-incriminate myself right now, but I was so horny and I was like maybe 14 or something. I went to like this crappy dollar theater in the city it was like $1. I paid $1.50 at like 3 o'clock. No one was there. There were like 2 other people there. Like I planned it out. I was like, I'm jerking off to this scene. So I went, paid $1.50, sat like on the right side of the theater, kind of near the back, not completely near the back in case an usher came in. But it's weird because that scene is only like 30 seconds. So like you have to time it. Thank God I was like 14. You could just, I was waiting for Denise Richards and the champagne pouring over her tits, and I was like, yeah. I jerked off. Yeah, Wild Things.